Good morning, children. Today we will start the chapter. The name of the chapter is the body movement. Okay. So today we will discuss about the body movement. As we know that we'll do a lot of movements like walk, speak. My hands are moving, neck. Okay, running, crawling, hop. So these all are the movements. Okay. So like hop, jump, crawl, creep, slither. All these are the movements, and many of the movements which are visualized by us, and many of the movements which are existing within our body. Like how our food is digested. When we chew the food, it enters into the stomach and there is a process of digestion. Similarly, the blood circulation in our body, that is also a kind of movement. So there's a lot of movements existing within the body and outside the body, and animals also do the same movements. Maybe it is running, walking, sitting, pursing, or even flying, swimming. So today we will discuss about the body movements. Clear? So first we will find that when you touch this part, okay, when you touch your body part, you will find that it is a hard enough. Okay, and why we are able to just turn back like this? When I see our neck, it move forward, backward, right, left. We just move on our shoulders too, like this. We'll just rotate the whole shoulder. We just rotate the wrist. We just bend the fingers. Okay, so why this has happened? Because of the bones. The bones, when they join together, they form a joint. So here is a joint, here is a joint, here is a joint, even in the shoulders, and in our body there are in the different regions we having a joints. So joints means two bones joined together. Okay, so no single bone is existing in our body. In our body around about 206 bones, and these bones are connected with each other, which help us to do the movement, okay, or within the body, or it helps to do the locomotion also. Now the next is, what is locomotion? Is there any difference between the locomotion and the movement? Locomotion means when a person changes the place. Suppose if I am standing here, I just move to this here. So this is a locomotion. But movement is the change of the position or the posture. Suppose I am here, now I am here. Okay, so that means when you are just changing your posture like this, so this is a movement, and when you change the place, your location, that is a locomotion. Okay, so today we will discuss about the types of joints. Like we have discussed that we can just bend our knee, we are just bend our elbow, we rotate our shoulders. So there are different types of joints. The first one is the ball and socket joint. As the name suggests, ball and socket joint. So joint is the place where the bones are connected together. So ball and socket, here the one of the bone and is round. Like you can see this region, this is a round form. So one bone and is round, and the other bone having a cavity. Cavity means a empty place. So you find that the one bone has a round shaped structure at the one end, and the second bone having a cavity to fix in it. So that ball and socket, that means when the one end of the bone is connected with the empty cavity of the another bones, that is known as ball and socket joints. So where we find it? We find it on in our shoulders. That's why we can rotate completely. So wherever in our body where there is a ball and socket joints, we are able to rotate our bones completely. You can see in the skeleton, I have one model of the skeleton, and you can see here from this point, you will see the bone. This is a humerus and this is a shoulder bone. So in the humerus you will find it is in round in structure, and if you see the backbone here, it is in cavity, so that it can easily fit. So it is able to rotate completely. So it can be rotate completely like this. Okay, so this is a ball and socket joint. Similarly, you will find in the pelvic. So this is the hip bone, and here you will, where the humerus is connected, this is the longest bone in our body. It is in round in shape, and here is a cavity. So it is fixed so that it can be completely moved. Okay, so that means this kinds of joints are known as the ball and socket joint. Next is the pivotal joint. Now what is pivotal joint? Pivotal joints is that joints where the two bones are connected, which helps to turn right and left, back and forward and back. Okay, so that means these joints where the bones are able to move, not completely, but right and left, back and forward it can be moved. That means in a ring it can be moved like this in the axis. On the axis it can be moved like this. Okay, so this is known as a pivotal joint. Now where it is found? It is found in the neck region connected to the brain. So this is the backbone, first and second bone, that is the atlas and axis, which is connected to our head region. So that joint is pivotal. So pivotal joints are that joints which helps to rotate the bones to right and left and back and forward, but not completely. That means you can say partially you are able to move that bones. That is known as a pivotal. So here you can see in this skeleton, this is the bone. Okay, so this bone, this is an atlas and axis, so it helps to move this one. Okay, this is the right, this is the left, and this is the back, this is a forward. Okay, but you can't rotate it. Clear? So this is a pivotal joint. Now next is the hinge joint. As the name suggests, hinge joint. Hinge joint means when there is a, have you seen your doors at home? When you just close the door, then shut the door, open the door, close the door, at some angle it is open. And again back to its position. When you just having a stopper. So when you just open it after leaving the door, it can be returned back. So this is a stopper that helps to open that door to some angle. Similarly, that joints are helps to back and forth. Like back and forth means like this is your elbow. You just bend at some angle and then again come to its position. Back again, but no other movement is there. That means it is able to move like that. Similarly, you have a knees. When you just bend your knees and then down, bend your knees and then down. So hinge joints are those joints which helps the joints to move back and forth. At some angle it will be bent. So that is known as a hinge joint. So you can see here in this is the angle. Okay, here this is an angle, so it's moved in this. Similarly, this is the knee angle, so it will be bent. Okay, so this is known as a hinge joint. Now next, some are the fixed joint. As the name suggests, fixed means when the two bones are connected together. Okay, but they are not able to move. It is fixed. Okay, as the name suggests, that means when the two bones are joined together, they are fixed. They are not able to do the movement. So that is known as a fixed joints. Now you can see on the skull, this is a hard part of the head. You can see these are the joints. Okay, and these joints are fixed and they are completely covered and it protect the sensitive organ, that is the brain. So this part, these bones are just fixed to each other. Got it? So these bones are fixed to each other. So this is a fixed bones and these are present in the cranium, that is the skull bones. So these are the four types of joints which is existing. Now next to the skeleton. Now what is the skeleton? Skeleton is a framework of bones to give the shape. Okay. Now if we don't have a bones, suppose if there is no bones, then what will we have? We have only the muscles and it is a sac of muscle, that means it won't able to do any action. So that means when these all bones are joined together and it form a framework. Okay, it give a particular shape and size to a body part. So these bones when just joined together and they form a skeleton, and which helps to give the shape. So that is a skeleton, that is a model of the skeleton of human body. Okay, so that means these all are represent as a bones. So this is a skeleton. Now we have a skull, we have our ribs and all. Next is the cartilages. Now what is cartilages? Cartilages is not strong enough as bones. Bones are quite hard. Okay, if you touch it, it's quite hard. But cartilages is not hard, but it helps to give the shape. Like it is present here, you can just twist. So this is a cartilage. Here, nose, and where there is a joints, where the two bones are connected or joined together, there also you will find the cartilages. So cartilages helps to join with the bones and the muscles, and it gives the shape, but it's not hard as compared to the bones. Clear? Next is the how these movements are happening. That means when I just turn it, so how is it possible? So there is not only the bones, along with the bones, some muscles are also binded with the bones. Kabhi aap, whenever you have a non-veg, whenever you take a non-veg, you will find that along with the bones, there will the muscles are just tagged with the bones. So similarly, when we are just moving our hand, these bones are attached with the muscles, and these muscles help to do the movement, whether it's a movement, whether it's a locomotion. So how it's work? You will find that these are the muscles, okay, and these muscles when contract means when they get thick and shorter. Okay, so that is the muscles contract, and relax means when they are just in their original size. Suppose this is the body. With an example, we just know much more about the contraction and relaxation. This is the structure, and when I just bend it, so this is the muscles. Got it? And it gave a little bit of, you will, while touching you will find it is little bit of more thicker. Okay, and when I just put it, it is in the normal shape. But when I just do this, you will find that this muscles get bumped, and this is, you will find that it is a shorter and thicker. So this is a contracting muscles, and this is the relaxing muscles. So here it is a contracting, and this one is a relaxing. So this is known as this muscles is contracting, and this is relaxing. So that means the bones, along with the bones, the muscles will contract and relax. That helps to do the movement. Okay, hope you understood. We'll continue in the next class.